What happened at the Academy Awards? I didn't do anything.
And what happened to Spider-Man 3? That film was criticized, and now I'm in the multiverse.
And what happened to the Bronze Age? The Stone Age destroyed them with football.
And what happened to that plane? It's impossible without instruments.
And what happened to that snakes on that plane? I shot the plane's window with a gun, and off they went.
And what happened to that good food? We got them in and made a new look.
And what happened to the family that adopted me? I guess I'm a smaller part of it now.
And what happened to that cub that turned into beast? That Mr. Morilla, the cake guy, ruined it all.
And why do I have that corn sash in the promotional marketing material? I did with that all.
And what happened when I created The Road to El Dorado? I used Kenneth Branagh and Kevin Kline for Wild Wild West and created Miguel and Tulio.
And what happened to those kids that annoyed me? I told them to shut up, and I have made a regret to it. Then I ran out of court in a bad way.
And what happened to that television station that we made up with? Yes, I had just saved my buddy in a Rambo ripoff.
And what happened to that boring Batman? I just became a woman.
And now I have turned myself into a toy.
And what happened when I threw her seat into that truck? We don't talk about that thing ever again.
And what happened when I got killed by Ben Kenobi?
I turned into Vader.
And I got a show on Disney Deluxe.
And what happened when we got to the light in the door? We got that kid back. I left the house for good.
And what happened when we celebrated Christmas and turned live action? Nobody watched it, so there's that.
And what happened when our film was called Connected? It's still called Connected. I stopped calling an airplane flying high on us.
And what happened when I became the best doctor in the galaxy until I regenerated
and got people in terror?
And what happened when I became the longest running doctor ever from 74 to 82? I brought my role back for a New Zealand telephone advert.
And what happened when I survived the giant F5? I used a chain link of sausages to tie around myself and used a suction verb to suck everything into my mouth. Even that big old Dago truck.
And what happened to that bulldozer? We mentioned the bulldozer several times, and we kept saying bulldozer all the time.
And what happened when I did that torture dance on that ship? What's that skull doing there for no reason? And why am I speaking in English and not Japanese?
And what happened when I used the snap to make Thanos go away? It was a 3-hour-long film, and I died in that one.
And what happened when I was played by Mark Wahlberg? Every person has seen it. Of course they have. And what happened when Disney made a film about me? That film got trashed really hard. New power, we stand.
And what happened when I tied myself up with some string and float? I had to get away from that delicate thing. And what happened when that fourth film ruined my whole life? That Midda told me to do that thing that I would not do, but I did. And go to the castle.
And what happened when I refused to appear in their videos for purpose? Well, Ed Sheeran got me back to the video landscape, and I need my boy haircut back.
And what happened when I look strange? I think someone needs to draw me wearing shorts, as well as having my eyelids half closed and leaning over something like a lamppost.
And what happened when I stopped Julius? I wrapped a rope around myself and held up a window cleaner and stopped him.
And what happened when I got out of an African country and went to America? I'm not kidding, I went there.
And what happened when I played that Mufasa character twice in 2 films? I'm not kidding. And what happened when I got into a fight with Scarlett Johansson? I should have redone that scene in the entirety of Marriage Story and make it more happier and kind and kid-friendly. And I turned it into a film where I stabbed the wall with a knife.
And what happened when I died in Gone Heathen? Such a very sad time.
And what happened when I said you get nothing? Good day to you, sir, and I said good day. And the fact that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory ended with that and the gobstopper on the desk, and me changing my emotions back. It made audiences broke down in a river of tears back in 1971 when Paramount Pictures released it. And I'm sorry I did that.
And what happened when I threw the chair at that terrible drummer and got into a fight with him? I shouldn't have done that, but he did manage to correct it because when he finally did it, I knew it.
And what happened when I got slapped by Will Smith at the Academy Award? I didn't think it was possible.